GoodKnightS here. For those of you who don't know, Members Spotlight is a mini-series dedicated to letting you all get to know the members of Pre-Gaming GG just a little bit better. With that being said, let's jump into the questions. So the first question is, where does your name come from? So my name is GoodKnightS. I struggled with choosing a name for streaming and gaming. I wanted something that wasn't feminine so that people didn't know my gender right away. And my college is the UCF Knights. And I love wordplay, so I thought Good Night was really funny. That was taken, so I slapped an S at the end because my name is Sarah. So, second question. What is your main game that you stream and why? So, currently I stream a lot of Valorant. Valorant is my first tactical first-person shooter that I've ever played on mouse and keyboard. I didn't think that I would like it at first, but I started putting in a lot of hours and I saw tremendous growth within myself and my gaming capabilities. So I decided that it was something that I really enjoyed and really wanted to play. So that's why I play Valorant mostly. Next question is, what game were you sinking your hours into before Valorant? So before Valorant, I played a lot of Overwatch. I even tried to stream it at one point, but I didn't really enjoy streaming it. But I did play a ton of Overwatch, and I also played a little bit of Modern Warfare, and as a chill side game, I played a lot of House Flipper, which is like a home renovation type thing because I really was into that. So that was like a little fun game that I played, but mostly Overwatch. Do you have any pets? So I do have one dog. His name is Dexter. If you catch my streams, you might have seen him. Every once in a while, he makes an appearance. He turns 6 in May, and he is literally my baby. I will do anything for that dog, my whole entire world. What is your go-to streaming snack? So if you guys are familiar with me and my streams, I am always snacking. My favorite go-to snack would probably be chocolate-covered pretzels, like the Flips chocolate-covered pretzels. Next question. When you're not streaming, what do you do? I am a full-time student. I take at least 12 credit hours every semester. I have a part-time job at a grocery store. So if I'm not streaming, I'm usually either doing schoolwork or at work or sleeping. And occasionally I do visit my family because I'm away for college, so I will go back home, which is about a 2-hour drive, and I'll visit my family and my mom and my younger brother. Do you speak any other languages, and do you want to learn any? So, hablo un poco español. I know a little bit of Spanish that I learned in high school. I wouldn't say that I know the language very well, or that I can speak it very well, or that I can understand it very well. But I do know a little bit. I can sometimes make very, very small talk or assist a customer who needs help who's Spanish speaking. I know the American Sign Language alphabet. So I don't really know any other languages, but I do really enjoy Spanish and American Sign Language. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. So I might get a lot of hate for this, but I have never seen Lord of the Rings, so I guess I can't really make a clear judgment. Lord of the Rings had never really interested me, but I absolutely love Harry Potter. So obviously I'm choosing Harry Potter, but until I see Lord of the Rings, I'm gonna keep my mind open to Lord of the Rings. Do you have any tattoos or want any? So funny story. I had always thought tattoos were really cool when I was younger. And for my 17th birthday, I convinced my mom and my dad to let me get a tattoo. And I wanted something that wouldn't be regrettable. So I didn't want to get anything too weird. I didn't want to get it in a spot that would be super public just in case I ended up regretting it and hating it. So I have a little rose. It's like probably about this big. It's on my rib cage, right on the side by my breast. And it's just a cute little tattoo. It's pretty much hidden most of the time. But I do want to get more tattoos in the future. I've been thinking about getting like a little kind of like outline kind of design of the Millennium Falcon on my leg. And I've even been thinking about potentially in the future starting a sleeve. I really like black and white Japanese style. What is your favorite memory growing up? So I thought about this question, and I wouldn't say like there were any childhood memories that really, really stood out to me, but one of my favorite memories that I would still consider growing up was actually a couple years ago. I was 17, 18, or 16, 17, one of those ages, and I was able to watch my mom give birth to my youngest brother, who is 2.5. And I was there when she gave birth, and I was bawling my eyes out. Like, it was actually one of the most amazing and incredible things I'd ever seen. Like, I'd always known how strong of a person my mom was, but like literally watching her give birth and my little brother Mason come out crying and just seeing him, it's an amazing thing. If you guys ever have kids one day, or you have kids or whatever, like, it's just something that you'll never forget. It just made me excited for the future of possibly having kids. It's just beautiful. What is your all-time favorite movie? So I hate this question. I really do, because I've never been one of those people that's like, this is my favorite thing. Maybe a few things I'm like that. But with movies, it's so hard because there's so many different genres. And for a movie to be good to me, it just has to make me feel a certain way. Like, it has to invoke sadness or happiness or excitement. I'll enjoy it. But I did have a favorite movie as a kid, a movie I was obsessed with. And that was The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I knew every single line, would make my uncle play Shark Boy. I would play Lava Girl. We'd literally reenact the whole movie in my grandma's living room. Like, I was obsessed with that movie. Who is your inspiration and why do you look up to them? So my inspiration is my mom. My mom had me when she was 16. She struggled immensely. She worked so many jobs. She gave up everything to support me. And then eventually, a couple years later, 4 years later, my brother that was born, and then I had a couple more brothers. But I've seen her go through hell and back, just do everything for us. And she's just so strong. She's been through so much. She's been through domestic abuse. She's been through substance abuse. She's been through a lot, and she's just the most incredible woman. She's so strong, and I just look up to her every day. Almost everything that I do is to make her proud, to give her some form of payment for everything that she did for me. What made you get into streaming, and what do you hope to accomplish? So streaming was always super, super scary to me. I always thought it was so cool, but I was always scared to do it because I do struggle with insecurity, and I do struggle with anxiety. And it was definitely weird at first. I had started streaming originally in December of 2019, and I gave it up after a couple months. I would stream sporadically and nothing ever happened, and I always felt super self-conscious and I didn't like it. But then when Valorant came out, I really enjoyed the game, and I really thought it would be super fun to stream. And as soon as I started streaming Valorant, things just turned around. I started to feel more confident about myself. I was more confident in my gaming abilities, in my abilities to talk to people, and it was kind of just like a huge thing for me. And so my biggest goal with streaming is just to create a community, be there for others, inspire people to, you know, reach out to other people and be kind and share their content and share what makes them happy. That's really my biggest goals. And my final question is, where did you hear about Pre? So I heard about pre-gaming through Grants TV. I found him randomly on Twitch, and I started playing with him, and he had told me all about Pre and how about an amazing family that they were. And I started to follow Pre on socials and interact with them, and I just knew that that's where I wanted to be. I love the family. So I started to grind. It was a funny story, actually. I kind of just got in off of a poll. It was an interesting circumstances, but I definitely put a lot of effort into getting into Pre and to so yeah, that's it for me. I appreciate everyone who nominated me for this. And don't forget to nominate who you want to see next. Drop it in the comments, put it on Twitter, put it everywhere. Who do you want to see next in the member spotlight? I thank you guys all so much. I hope you guys all have a great night. Fly high.